step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, fight Q-tip, I think Shahid. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed more dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Charles Davis, a big crowd on hand. They love American football here in the English capital. We're underway from Wembley. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second and 2.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Lawrence. To the right side and intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He goes, set! White! 180! Middle! Look behind!
A first run now for Kyron Williams. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers help spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now 2nd and 3.
Drill right! 22. Set. 280. Zebra. Hey, switch.
Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
53. 280.
Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
32.
They snap it to Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second and 7 from the 20.
Set. 280.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Man open left side, it's Williams. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
White. 21. Number 20. Alert. 32.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. But he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing is Stafford. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Devin Lloyd in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And this one is right down the middle. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this
touchdown Jaguars. Bayshore Turton, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
2nd down and 3. Now it's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Stafford. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. You look at this Jaguar defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. To throw is Stafford. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6. Now Lawrence changing the play.
Here we go.
Off to Thomas on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
Take right open.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jags add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
Hey! Blue 60! 53! Ready!
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Set! Yellow 80! Yellow 80!
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
But those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Hey,
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And a quick shuffle. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think they should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Middle. 180.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So That changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go, go, let's go. Go, go. Stay right open, open. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to Tootin. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now Lawrence. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Byron Young able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
32.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he'll find Higbee open downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Set. Zebra. 180. Stay 50, stay 50.
Now Stafford. Got him there. It's Higbee complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Gets around him. And a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's another.
Here we go.
Jaguars.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Sharks got it left side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 43 yards. And the Jaguars have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
21. Rams 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, heck of a move. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now he's going to step up and run. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Stafford. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Sink right open. 30 left. Sink right. Go, let's go. I'm gun. 11, add that.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Jaguars 28, Rams 17. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, climb up. 50. 53. Ready.
Well, they'll send Adams in motion left. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, right side. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
35, Rams 17. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he returns this to the 22.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Ready? 50-50, like 7. Monday. 21.
Now Stafford. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Anthony Schwartz, 61 yards. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Powering its way forward. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Room past the 35. Finally brought down at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go, let's go. Go. Sink right. Hey, kill. 11, Agate.
Lawrence. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Hey, lie.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Red on the red. Here we go.
From the gun, he'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Lawrence now going to move him around. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Rams 24. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
250. 11. Middle. 22. 59.
Throwing is Stafford. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. Down to the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Anthony Schwartz with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for two. Now receiver in motion left. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Rams 32.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's second down.
Now Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10.
Here's Lawrence. Finds Tootin out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the Rams' 10-yard line.
Hey, go. Done. It's hot.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
49. Rams 32.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw is Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
32. And the Rams first down.
Throwing again at Stafford. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Zebra. 22.
Again, it's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That is caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches would look.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Stafford now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.